Greetings and salutations! My name is Michael Schwahn, and welcome to the channel. We have some more reaction content for you, and today we are checking out Fragile Existence. Now, I do know now from this screen that is apparently an RTS 4X survival game, which that's a lot of genres smushed onto one title. I'll admit, I completely clicked on this because the name and the thumbnail looked interesting, but what you're looking at right here, that's not what the thumbnail was. The thumbnail was a spaceship, just like a spaceship-looking spaceship, and it had the words Fragile Existence, and I was like, that could be neat. Like, you showed me space and two words that have a lot of weight to them in terms of describing something as a fragile existence, right? And I was like, cool, what is it? I didn't know what it was. I do now, sort of, but at the same time, so, like, RTS 4X, right? What does that mean? Because it could mean a lot of things, but my brain immediately thinks of if anyone played the Star Wars Empire at War game, that was a 4X RTS game. That game rocked ass. I don't know if that's what this is going to be, especially since it also says survival. That's a lot of words, okay? So, yeah, at least it looks like we should get a decent idea. We got 3 minutes of trailer. This exclusive trailer. Oh. All right, anyway, I'll shut up. Let's go. In the year 2713.
What was out there? Yearning to know that we weren't alone in the universe. Before we were so smart. Blundering from one calamity to another.
RPG elements,
so
right?
We actually got out there.
Hero units.
It was a new gold rush, expanding frontier. Another chance to prove who we were, and what we could be. One precious moment. We were so close.
Is this Empire at War?
And then, well, turns out we weren't alone after all.
Holy shit, maybe it is Empire at War. Like, if the 4X part is in space and the RTS battles take place on the planet, we're playing Empire at War. Is it multiplayer? There's so many things happening here. Yeah, there's a lot going on. This is like an even more complicated Sins of a Solar Empire, if anyone's played that. That was a lot to try to absorb. Holy Lord. Wishlist on Steam. What if I don't want to? Yeah, okay, that was a lot. Nope, you have a scrolling menu. That is too much. I mean, so it kind of is like a mashup of what I was talking about between like Empire at War and Sins of a Solar Empire, because I'm going to mute this. They zoomed out at one point, because initially we just see them landing on the planet, but then it zooms out. Oh, I just saw it. Where'd it go? Right here. It zooms out, and we see that there's, oh, dang it. It's there only there. We see this, right? This is a really simplified screen. Much simpler than either Empire at War or Sins of a Solar Empire. But we can see that there's, these five planets. Yeah, there's these 5 planets here around a sun, and they have interconnected lanes that you can send things through. And we saw them flying through, like, warp space or whatever. And then you can zoom in on the planets. So it's kind of like Sins of a Solar Empire, except you can do RTS on the planet, which was kind of the way that Empire at War works. But man, there's so many things happening here, and if everything can happen at once, like if there can be an RTS battle going on here on this middle planet, and an RTS battle that's also going on over here, and another one over here, and you're needing to manage, like, city shit here, and then, you're trying to get something started over here, that's going to be really hard, especially if it's multiplayer, so nothing ever pauses. Like, it's neat, but I feel like it's just going to be a lot. And that's, like, look at all this. Look! Look at it! I mean, it's not to say you can't do it. I just like building an army and overrunning the enemy. I like playing army men. Me too. That's not what this is doing, though. That's an RTS thing. This is a 4X thing. I also didn't see anything that really felt like it was an indicator of the survival tag that's on this. I definitely felt the 4X and the RTS sides of things, but I didn't see anything that really indicated survival elements. But I don't know. The other thing is that, like, with what I just described, right, with all of these things that could be happening on all of these different planets, what kind of system load is that going to have? Because, like, I've played a decent amount of Sins of a Solar Empire. And Sins of a Solar Empire, as the game goes on and there gets to be more units and more things happening on more planets and more solar systems, the game bogs. Even if you have a really powerful computer, and even if everyone in the match has really powerful computers, there's just so many things that are all doing their own thing. And even though, like, when you scroll out, it, deloads the model and turns it into, like, a number or, like, a little icon or whatever, it's just so many things, so many processes that are being ran all the time because of all of the different things that are happening across all of the different planets. It makes me concerned about what the possible performance of this game would be. Especially if there is multiplayer components in it, because, like, if it's single player and if a planet, like, freezes, for lack of a better term, when you scroll out from it, then, it can deload those assets and only load, like, what you're looking at. But I don't know. There's a lot going on. There's a lot going on, and I don't know how possible what this game's initial pitch is going to be. So, but to you watching, what did you think? Have you played Empire War or Sins of the Solar Empire? Did you get that vibe from this? Is this look like something that you might jive with? It looks like a lot. And unfortunately, it also looks like an unpolished a lot, because, like, if we look at both those games I mentioned, or even games like Stellaris, they have a focus, and they put a lot of focus on whatever their thing is, and they try to do it really well. And whether whatever that thing is jives with you or not is, purely up to your own opinion on whether that game is something that you enjoy. But this looks like it's trying to do everything, but not really do any of them with a ton of polish, which gives me a lot of concern as well. Leave your thoughts down in the comments below. If you want to keep the conversation somewhere else, 2 great places to do so are Discord and Twitter. Speaking of Discord, we actually have a channel dedicated to these reactions where you can place links of your own, and we can check them out together live on stream, because we do stream 4 days a week on Tuesday, Thursday, Friday, and Sunday. I hope to see you there. If you enjoyed this video, please leave it a like. If you want to catch future ones, subscribe to the channel. And if you do watch one of those other YouTube videos, or if I see you in the live stream, thank you and enjoy.